At the time when Alain asked me about writing a piece for this concert, I was actually already actively searching for a text to write another choir piece. So I thought it was perfect timing. I wouldn't say there's anything directly inspired by Palestrina. Obviously, it's not the same kind of counterpoint at all. I have done a lot of Palestrina, and I love his music, and I love counterpoint. I remember when I was at McGill, I used to talk about counterpoint all the time, and a friend of mine used to tease me that I was doing needlepoint. When he told me what the text was, honestly, I was kind of disappointed. I'd been thinking along the lines of something like Ezekiel, wheels within wheels, something that would be a little weird and interesting. Out of all the books in the Bible, probably the one that I can relate to the least is Song of Songs. It probably has something to do with my Irish heritage. We're not really known for our explosive emotions, if you know what I mean. Like you see in the Song of Songs, and everybody's leaping, tend to be more reserved and maybe even introverted. I read the Song of Songs and had a very hard time finding something that I really liked, but I eventually settled on the verse that begins with set me as a seal. So I was imagining like red wax and a seal informing the wax. I don't know if this is the official interpretation, but for me that kind of was like a covenant. You inform me, I'll inform you. I'm yours, you're mine, that kind of thing. I thought, okay, that's an idea I could probably work with, but no matter how hard I tried, I could not come up with a single musical idea. I tried for like 3 days. So out of frustration, I called a friend of mine. So I called him and asked him, could you do me a favor? Could you find a verse that you like and send it to me? So the next day I got a verse. He sent me the Latin text and an English text, and it was this verse, the Surge Propera. And immediately I started getting ideas for it. That was a little unusual. And one thing too that was a little different from how I usually work, I usually get an idea somewhere in the middle of the piece first, I just need to come up with a measure, maybe 2 measures, something substantial enough that I could derive enough material to get to the end and then work my way back to the beginning. But with this one, the first musical ideas I got were the very first words. So yeah, when you hear the suspensions, the series of suspensions in the beginning, that was the first idea I got for this piece. I would say with this piece, having a consistent harmonic flavor is one of the main things I was looking for. I was happy with the mood that it created, and I think the harmony in the piece gave the text a certain flavor. I was happy with it. Like a windy summer day, I think.